Hello guys, so today I'm going to film my BookTubeAthon 2014 TBR. I did it last year, but kind of failed miserably. Um, Ariel Bissett, the creator of it, I'll leave the video of her announcing the challenges and all down below. And also there's like 100 book discount thing at the Book Depository. It's like 10% off if you use the code, I do believe. And I'll also link that down below. I will try to do the video challenges, but I don't know exactly how that's going to go because next week I happen to have nursing orientation and the floor in my rooms are being redone. The floor in my rooms? Does that make sense? Oh well, the floors are being redone. And so I pretty much have to move everything out for a while. And I have a lot of books to move. So yes, but without further ado, I've got my little challenges here, and let's jump in. My first challenge is to read a book with pictures, and for that I'm going to be reading The Tales of Beetle the Bard by J.K. Rowling. I've had this book forever. I had bought it at a used bookstore, and I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a signed copy or if that's in every one of them, but if it's a signed copy, that's kind of amazing. But yes, this definitely has pictures in it. Oh, I know it does. I've seen it. I've seen them. Yeah, and I've never read this, and this is like the only book on my shelf that has pictures in it, so that I haven't read. The next challenge is to start and finish a series, and I was going to do the Dollar Smoke and Bone trilogy, but there's no way I could finish that, especially with all this. Like, this TBR is kind of ambitious, so we'll see. But I have this duology, The Game of Triumphs and The Master of Misrule, both by Laura Powell. Goodreads does not have the best reviews of these, but I got them both from Book Outlet for cheap. I mean, both had like 3.7 stars or 3.5. And this one's relatively short, so is this one. I think they're both like, this one has 350, and this one I assume has like right around 200 or right around 300. Right around 300. So hopefully I can finish them, and that will be for the series. And well, I'll get to all that in a minute. The next challenge is read a book with red on the cover, and I'm going to read Push by Sapphire, which is what the movie Precious is based off of. And so for this, if I can get to this is really a short book. Like, really, really short. And I had to read this a long time ago and don't remember it and haven't seen the movie in a long time. So, yes, but hopefully I can read this and see the movie for it and finish that one. Next is a book someone picked for you, and I pretty much had my brother and father come in here and let them look, and then they both picked 2 books, and then I gave them 2 numbers and added it and divided by 2, and whatever it was that it came out to be was the book that it was. And so pretty much my father's won, and he picked The Extraordinary Adventures of Alfred Kropp by Rick Yancey. I didn't even know Rick Yancey had another book. And I believe there's 2 more in this series, like The 13th Skull and The Seal of Solomon. Yes. And yeah, I've never read it. It's relatively short. I'm thinking this is middle grade. The print's really big, short chapters, so hopefully it won't take me long to read this. And the next is a book from a genre you've read the least this year, and I don't think I've read any adult anything this year. So I picked Angels and Demons by Dan Brown. I have the 4 books in the Robert Langdon series and been meaning to read them forever. And it's Angels and Demons, Da Vinci Code, The Lost Symbol, Inferno. And I want to read Inferno the most because Dante's Inferno by something Alahiri, whatever his name is like possibly one of my favorite classics I've ever read. And yeah, I've seen the movie, and if I read this and don't get to read Push, then I can watch the movie to this, and that still counts, so we're good. And the last challenge is to read... well, the next challenge is to read a book-to-movie adaptation, and either Angels and Demons or Push will be it, whichever one I read, hopefully both of them. And then the last challenge is to read 7 books. And with all of these, that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so for a 7th book I have on my shelf was the other book that my brother had picked. And that is These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. I've had this on my shelf for a long time. I know a lot of people like it. It's obviously a really reflective cover because you can see the computer screen in it. I don't know much about this. It's like sci-fi, I do believe, and a girl who's from like a rich family and a boy who's not, something like that. I've heard it's good. And yeah, so those are the books I plan to read, attempt to read. Tuesday is going to be the hardest day to read anything because I have my orientation from 9 o'clock in the morning to 4. So, and I will try with all the video updates. And yeah, so good luck to everyone and happy reading.